Guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Simon. We are back again with another one. So I've been too quiet on the Connect. You blame me, people. It's not because I don't have anything to give, but there is something to give. But it's on the Football Connect LFC. So if you've been wondering where have been all the Liverpool news that you're interested in, go find out on the Football Connect LFC. We have been covering the Isak issue, the Ekitike situation, and I'm gonna come here on the Connect and talk about the same issue, but now in the eyes of Newcastle. I'm gonna try to be unbiased like that. I know I'm a Liverpool fan. You know me. You know me. If you have been watching the Connect, you know where my you know where exactly my loyalty as a fan actually lies, which is it with Liverpool. So let's see how I can try to make this make sense as a Newcastle fan. So Liverpool comes out of nowhere. They're interested in your player. They want to sign Alexander Isak. But what Liverpool have done is something interesting because Liverpool were never going to run into your player unless you push them to do so. And then what do? You went over and you try to take another target who was going to be in the situation with Liverpool if they did not get your player. So Liverpool, what did they do? Came to you and they bid. They said that they're willing to spend 120 million pounds on your player, Alexander Isak, your best, the reason why you actually made it into the Champions League. And what Liverpool are saying that either you make a decision now, or we're gonna move on to our next option. And who's our second option? The player that you've actually bidded for, 70 million euro, which was denied by Infit by Frankfurt, and they're saying Liverpool are gonna go and get him. So what did the Newcastle do? Newcastle were like, okay, let's try to push and try to get the Ekitike deal done. They come up with this amazing, exciting project which was presented to us, which they're gonna be playing a 4-4-2. Ekitike and Isak will be playing alongside each other. And this is gonna be an amazing thing. Everything is making sense. There is a direction. But there is now a problem. Ekitike's agents have received Liverpool in the situation. I was just listening to a ESPN right now, and it's being rumored that in Germany that Ekitike, if he is to make a decision between the two clubs, he would most likely want to play for Liverpool rather than Newcastle. Not like the news we were told before that was fan pushed. This is for some official reports from actually people who are actually in the club where Ekitike plays for. That if he could move for any club, he actually wants to come and play for Liverpool. And now this makes it even a bit interesting because now they were expecting a bid from you 12 hours ago, 24 hours ago, and you have not bid, which was supposed to be the second bid, because the club have received another club that has told them that whatever this club is gonna offer, you can put more on it. It can be 1 million on top, 2 million on top, just to make the deal difficult. And also let us all be honest. Looking at the two teams, the other team just won the Premier League, the other one just won the Carabao Cup. It's a bit difficult to negotiate at the moment in where things stands right now because Liverpool are just right now a step higher than Newcastle. It's just the reality of life. We cannot hide it. And your player is looking into the project that Liverpool are building. Salah on the right, Florian Wirtz on the 10, and Luis Diaz or Cody Gakpo. Or if it's to be rumored, there could be Rodrigo on that side. And you become the number 9 in which all these great players along you are feeding to you. I know it's a difficult decision to really think about it, but you have to see where things are standing right now. Of course, people might not believe Indy, but Indy has come up with so many relevant reports, and I really listen to some of the things he says because he speaks facts. So what Indy was saying was that Newcastle asked Isak to publicly say that he doesn't want to move to Liverpool because he's under contract to them and they want to do this. And it makes sense. It's allowed. That's how football is. Clubs can do this to their players because they're under contract. And what we were told by Indy is that Isak refused. So what does this mean that now that information is out there? That tells us that okay. Now for a fact, we know that Liverpool have had a sort of a green light from Isak for them to move on to come to Newcastle and say that they are wanting Isak. They're not afraid of the money. Money is not an issue for Liverpool to either sign Isak or even Ekitike. They're talking about some crazy man. I was actually being told that Isak, Liverpool can buy Isak. And after buying Isak, they can still do around 200 million pounds on top of that. That's how much they can flex their muscle as a team. And the money is there. And Slotty has to be back. It means that the Liverpool are trying to create what we call a dynasty of a team, which is which is all making sense when you're looking at it from the other side. But now as a Newcastle supporter, as a Newcastle team, this is really difficult. You don't want to lose your main man. You don't want to use your star man. This is the reason why you won. One of the reasons why you won the Carabao Cup, scoring in the head tops of that Liverpool team. You know how special Isak is. Holding him on to is gonna help you with a lot of things. But also on the other side of the issue, releasing Isak gives you to get Ekitike, and if you go check stats by stats, the closest thing to Isak right now in the market, it's you go Ekitike. You get Ekitike. But on top of that, you get more. How do you get more? You your financial fair play problems that you've been dealing with finances, you are allowed to stretch a little bit more, you're allowed to get a bit more, and now you have the money. You can just go and get the players you want. So what can be stopping you from doing that? I don't know. I know it's gonna be difficult, but this is something that we're gonna sit down and really take an opportunity to listen and see how the situation plays out like. And if you are Isak, let's put it into the player's perspective as well. If you are Isak, you are in one of the teams that he has shown you to the world. The reason now you are respected as one of the best clubs is because of Newcastle. And we know for a fact because you are loyal to the club, you're never gonna come out and say maybe I wanna go to Liverpool publicly. You never do that. You respect Newcastle that much, but also you are tempted with the project that Liverpool is building on the other side. You've already seen what Arne Slot has done in the head tops of Manchester City and as well as Arsenal. And now there's something different with this Liverpool. They're actually spending. They just got a Florian Wirtz and they look like they want to extend more. And you are one of the centerpieces that they want to build their future upon. You can achieve anything in this club. Now your question is this: what do you do? Because we already know what Ekitike wants to do. It has already been made clear if you even go watch the beginning of the video. What do you do if you're Isak? It's gonna be an interesting time really to be sitting on this one, but that's how the situation stands at this moment. I just was giving you how the thoughts are like right now, but it's really difficult right now to deal with this transfer window at this moment. But I will be here for it and we'll talk about it. Click the like button and subscribe to the Connect. So Demazio came out and said that Jordan Sancho is an alternative for Inter Milan if they are unable to sign Amadelo Lookman. There were some rumors that they were very close to get Lookman, but it looks like they are already working on a backup, which means that there is some problems that are happening on the other side. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out like. But that's all we're being told is that Jordan Sancho could be the guy who comes in if they cannot get Lookman. Jude Bellingham successfully completed his shoulder surgery and he'll be out for about almost 3 months. That's according to Fabrizio Ramon. But if Jude Bellingham talked about this, he was tired. He was really tired. He just wanted this thing to be done with. And I think that's where they have now. It is done. He can naturally wait and recover and see what happens to him. Breaking news: Inter Miami are nearing a deal to sign Rodrigo de Paul as Atletico Madrid accepted their offer. That's according to Fabrizio Ramon. So there is some movement that is happening there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. Then on the other hand, I think most of the news are just really Liverpool related. But there is a thing that has happened at Fenerbahce, which is a bit interesting to actually find out. So first day of training at Fenerbahce, and John Duram is already absent. Jose Mourinho was not happy. Duram was signed from El Nasser, I think El Nasser, and he was expected to show up in training for the first training. This is what Jose Mourinho had to say about discovering that Duram did not show up for training. It's lack of respect. There are clear rules, and those who don't follow them will face the consequences. We will talk to him, and if he shows up, we will talk to him. That's according to Maka. But Jose is not happy. And it has now been confirmed. Jude Bellingham and Yamal Musiala will be announced as the cover of FC 2026. They've come a long way. Of course, we've seen how their relationship and everything that has happened, but they will be on the cover of this. Fabrizio Romano gave us a breaking news yesterday. They said that breaking news, Arsenal have agreed a new deal in the principles with Ethan Ranieri. He'll be signing a 4-year contract with an extension tomorrow. But now it looks like it is moving and it's gonna be done. So that's what we're being told. On the other story, when you're looking at all the news that is happening here, people. So I really want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of the transfers? What do you think of the movements? And where do you see Isak going to play? I try to give a good scenario to give you an idea of whatever that is happening. But let's see what happens. Before I leave, um, Fabrizio Romano just dropped something. He said Alejandro Garnacho continues to express preference for Premier League move this summer. He's out of Manchester United's project, but despite calls from several clubs abroad, Garnacho wants to continue in England as his clear preference. That's according to what we had rumors that Aston Villa were interested in coming and getting the player. We have to wait and see on that one, but everything is very, very clear. Garnacho wants to remain in the Premier League. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget get to like the Football Connect and subscribe to the Football Connect. The reason why we're not really so much into this is because so much craziness is happening outside of, of, of the Football Connect um, cover. You can only see it on the Football Connect LFC, because Football Connect LFC, that's where we cover more Liverpool details and everything. Of course, I'm going to be putting some Liverpool things like I just did in the past. When you really look at the way I made it sound, like I still sounded like a Liverpool fan, so you can go check that one out. I like the video, subscribe to Connect, the best way you support us here at TFC. I'm out. Peace. And also keep checking the Football Connect on Facebook, where you'll find so many stories, everything that is happening latest before we even come live on video. So go check it out. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.